When you look at the architecture of a championship-caliber roster, it is rarely just about the marquee names that land on the back pages of the sports section. It is about the foundation, the grit, and the specific pieces that allow a scheme to function under immense pressure. We are seeing a deliberate, calculated effort in Thousand Oaks to solidify the edges of this roster, prioritizing players who understand the culture. Today, we are dissecting a move that might seem small on paper, but carries massive weight for the upcoming season. The Los Angeles Rams are moving with purpose this week, and the latest piece of the puzzle to fall into place is the return of Grant Stuard. As reported by Aaron Wilson of KPRC2 Houston this Friday, the linebacker has officially agreed to terms on a new 2-year deal with the club. This contract, valued at up to $5.05 million, signals a clear intent from the front office to prioritize continuity and special teams excellence. In a league where depth is often the primary difference between a deep playoff run and an early exit, retaining someone with the specific skill set and energy that Grant Stuard brings is a foundational decision that cannot be overstated. When we talk about the internal mechanisms of this organization, we are talking about a philosophy that values players who can contribute immediately across multiple phases of the game. The financial commitment here, while modest in the grand scheme of the league's massive salary cap, highlights exactly how much the coaching staff values his presence in the locker room and on the field. This is not just a depth signing, it is an endorsement of his work ethic and his ability to execute high-leverage assignments during kickoff and punt return units. The Rams have long been an organization that prides itself on finding value in unconventional places, and this extension fits perfectly into that historical narrative. We have seen time and again that special teams units are the unsung heroes of the Sean McVay era, often providing the hidden yardage and momentum shifts that define close contests against division rivals. Grant Stuard has consistently demonstrated an ability to navigate traffic, read blocking schemes, and make sound tackles in space, which are traits that translate well when the margin for error is razor thin. Furthermore, this move provides the organization with a level of certainty at a position group that often experiences significant turnover during the free agency cycle. By locking him in for 2 years, the front office is signaling that they are comfortable with their current trajectory and want to maintain the chemistry that has been built over the past several seasons. It is fascinating to watch how the team navigates these negotiations as they balance the immediate need for impact players with the long-term goal of remaining competitive while managing a complex cap situation. Every single dollar counts when you are building a roster designed to challenge for a title in an increasingly competitive NFC West. The fans understand this, and the reception to this news has been overwhelmingly positive because it represents stability. As we track these developments, it becomes clear that the team is not just reacting to the market, but proactively shaping their environment to ensure that every single roster spot is occupied by someone who understands the system inside and out. It is a calculated, professional approach that emphasizes reliability over flashiness, and it is exactly what we have come to expect from this front office as they work tirelessly behind the scenes to sharpen their competitive edge.
If you want to keep getting exclusive insights and deep dive analysis like this, make sure you hit that subscribe button right now. We are covering the Rams every single day, so join the community today. When analyzing the tactical fit of Grant Stuard within this defensive framework, we have to look beyond the surface level of his stat line. His value is derived from his high football IQ and his relentless motor, which allows him to function as an anchor on special teams while providing emergency depth at the linebacker position. In the modern NFL, where teams are constantly rotating personnel to match up against varied offensive looks, having a player who can seamlessly step into high-pressure situations is invaluable. His ability to diagnose play development, particularly on special teams, is what makes him a favorite of the coaching staff. He understands the geometry of the field, knowing exactly when to shed a block or when to maintain lane integrity, which is a rare trait for a player in his role. Financially, this deal is a masterclass in roster management. By locking him up at a cap-friendly rate, the Rams maintain the flexibility to pursue other high-impact targets in free agency, while simultaneously ensuring that their core special teams unit remains intact. The salary cap in Los Angeles is a living, breathing entity, and every contract is carefully structured to maximize the championship window. This agreement allows the team to allocate resources elsewhere, perhaps toward the trenches or secondary, without sacrificing the quality of their special teams play. It is a strategic trade-off that reflects a deeper understanding of how to build a winning culture in the salary cap era. We have to consider how he fits into the broader scheme. While he may not be the primary starter, he is a crucial component of the rotational depth that keeps the defense fresh throughout the grueling 17-game schedule. When starters go down, the drop-off in production must be minimized, and having a veteran who knows the playbook inside and out is the best way to mitigate that risk. His presence allows the defensive coordinator to be more aggressive with personnel packages, knowing that they have reliable depth waiting in the wings. Furthermore, the scouting report on Grant Stuard has always highlighted his lateral quickness and his ability to close space rapidly. These are not just physical traits, they are indicators of how he processes the game in real time. He is never caught out of position, and he plays with a controlled intensity that is infectious to the rest of the squad. The organization clearly believes that his ceiling remains high, and that with another 2 years in this system, he will continue to refine his craft and provide even more value than he has in the past. This is the definition of a smart, low-risk, high-reward signing that keeps the machine running smoothly. It is about maintaining the standard of excellence that this team has established over the last few years and ensuring that no matter what the situation is on the field, the level of play never drops. Every snap he takes on special teams is a testament to the team's commitment to winning the hidden yardage battle. When you look at the total picture, it is clear that the front office has done their due diligence, weighing the cost against the production and finding a perfect balance. It is a professional move for a professional team.
Looking toward the future, the decision to retain Grant Stuard serves as a microcosm of the organization's broader strategy. In a league defined by parity, the teams that consistently succeed are those that manage their talent effectively and cultivate a sense of continuity. By securing a player of his caliber for the next 2 years, the Rams are reinforcing their commitment to a long-term vision that transcends individual seasons. This is how you sustain a championship window. You keep the pieces that understand the culture, the pieces that make the locker room stronger, and the pieces that allow the coaching staff to focus on the big-picture tactical challenges. The rivalry landscape in the NFC West is incredibly volatile, with every team looking for an edge, and stability is often the most underrated weapon in an organization's arsenal. When opponents look at the Rams' depth chart, they are not just seeing names, they are seeing a cohesive unit that understands how to work together under pressure. This signing is a signal to the rest of the league that the team is serious about maintaining their competitive posture. It also resonates deeply with the fan base, who value players that bring high energy and consistent production. Seeing a player like Grant Stuard rewarded for his contributions reinforces the idea that hard work and dedication are valued within the team walls. It fosters a culture of accountability where every player knows that their contributions, no matter how small they may seem, are recognized and rewarded. As we move into the offseason and eventually the start of training camp, the focus will naturally shift to how these individual pieces come together to form a championship contender. The addition of stability at the linebacker and special teams level is a quiet but necessary step toward that goal. It allows the team to build from a position of strength, knowing that the foundation is secure. We will be watching closely to see how this impacts the rest of the roster construction. Will this lead to more aggressive moves in other areas? It is certainly a possibility, as the front office continues to navigate the complexities of the market. The bottom line is that the Rams are executing their plan with precision, and every move like this makes them a more formidable opponent. They are not just filling spots, they are building a team that is designed to survive the attrition of a long season and come out on the other side ready to compete for the ultimate prize. The championship window is still wide open, and moves like this ensure that the frame is solid enough to support the weight of those expectations. There is a sense of calm confidence emanating from the facility, a belief that the right pieces are being put in place to achieve greatness. As we analyze the path forward, it becomes clear that this team is playing a long game, one that requires patience, discipline, and a deep understanding of the personnel needed to win at the highest level. We are witnessing the evolution of a team that knows exactly who they are and what they need to do to reach the summit.
This deal is a clear indicator that the Rams are not taking any shortcuts in their quest for another title. It is about the details, the depth, and the players who show up every single day to do the dirty work. Grant Stuard is a perfect example of that mindset. As we track how the rest of the roster fills out, it is clear that this team is building something durable. But I want to hear from you. Do you think this signing is enough to shore up the special teams unit for a playoff run, or does the front office need to do more? Let me know your thoughts in the comments section below, and I will see you in the next report.